Hi friends, this is Bear and welcome to AussieBearBudgets and welcome to a bonus video. Now let me just preface this by saying that I have cashed in all of the money that was in my bag of silver coins and the money box of gold coins. And I was going to count it all in a video, in this video perhaps, and I forgot. So I've already bagged it all up and taken it to the bank, and I have got it swapped out for notes. Because I was so absent-minded. I wanted to do it, I was going to wait until that the gold coin money box was full, so which would have been sometime in the new year, maybe around about March. But impatience got the better of me. And I thought, well, this money is better put to use in some other form than just sitting in a money box. So I can just start the coin savings over again and, you know, fresh for the new year. I mean, still obviously save through December as well, but that'll just be a little bit of a head start on the new year. Because the bank is really busy at the moment too. My daughter was telling me, because she works for the bank, and she was telling me that, you know, it's getting really busy, and people who save their coins all year round are bringing their coins into the bank. So they are so busy and so inundated with coins. And she actually said to me, because she said one of the things that just bugs them so much is when people bring in their coins, but they haven't separated them, they haven't counted them, they haven't bagged them into their correct amounts. They just bring in a tin full of coins or a bucket full of coins and expect the tellers to do the counting, which in a small country town, that's kind of what you do. And there isn't a machine for counting coins here. So it's extremely time consuming for them. So my daughter was saying to me, because she knows that I do take my coins to swap out, and she said, she gave me a little bit of a lecture, and she said, make sure you bag them up into the correct amounts. Don't mix the denominations. Make sure you've got the right amount in the bag. And which I normally do anyway, but I can understand her frustration. And so I took that down this morning to the bank, because I had to go down the street. Today is the 1st of December, and normally I would be up at the lodge today, but I had an appointment, and I'll tell you about that in a moment. But I thought, seeing I was going to be down the street today, and it's one of the days that the bank is open here, I wanted to take the coins down, get it done and dusted, and not have to think about it again until maybe mid next year. So that's what I did. So just let me count this for you. I know how much it is, but I'll count it for you. So this is 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, $305. So that's how much was in the gold coin money box and in the silver coin bag. Now there was $15, well there was actually $15.80 of silver, but I've kept the 80 cents to start off the next lot. And then the rest was in the gold coins, minus $3, because I rounded it up to a $5 increments because I wanted it in notes, and there's no point in having a $3. All of that. But yes, so what we're going to do with this today is we're going to put it into my sinking funds, because I feel like that's the best purpose for it. I did think about doing savings challenges, but it is a savings challenge. I've got the hiccups now. It is a savings challenge as it is. Like, it's a coin savings challenge. So I didn't want to put it into another savings challenge, because that just seemed to be doubling up. So we're putting it into the sinking funds, but we will do that in a moment, because first of all, as I said, I had an appointment this morning, and my appointment was for my first flotation treatment. I have been talking about this for months, and it was supposed to happen, I don't know if you can hear that truck go past, it was supposed to happen months ago, like somewhere back in July, I think, but there was a hold up with the tradesmen who were putting the flotation tank in and doing all of the work and that down at my masseuse. So it is done now, and I had my first flotation treatment this morning. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. It was amazing. It was amazing. Now, I've never done this before. I've never had a flotation treatment before. I did look it up just to see what I needed to take with me, because I didn't know. She did say that, you're in the room all by yourself. You're locked in, so, and obviously there's no cameras, thank goodness. So you can do the whole thing naked, but at the time when I was organising to get it done, I thought I don't feel comfortable doing it naked. So I looked up, what I need to take, and obviously they said, you can just wear swimmers and stuff like that, but I don't swim, so I don't own swimmers. So I had bought myself a pair of bike pants, and I was just going to wear a pair of bike pants and a bra or a t-shirt or something like that. But when I got down there this morning, I decided to get my brave big girl panties on or off, and I did it naked. So yeah, I went down the street, locked myself into effectively a shed that on the inside is done up with a shower, a flotation tank and a sauna, and I got naked, completely naked, because I was thinking about it. When I go and have my massages, I take everything off except for my knickers. So what's the difference? So I decided to brave it, and so I did do it naked. So I was in this tank with not a stitch on, which is just surreal. But anyway, I was on my own. It was all good. So it's an 1.5 hour treatment. So you go into the sauna first for 15 minutes. And you sweat beads. The sauna, I had a look, and the sauna's temperature was up to 43 degrees, which for us, what is that? Let me have a look. I'm just getting my iPad so that I can look up what it is for international peeps. Let me just have a quick look. 43C to Fahrenheit, so that's about 109.4. So that gives you some idea as to how hot it was. So I was sweating beads, but it was good. It was only 15 minutes. Had it been much longer, I don't know that I would have survived. But they give you an ice water, they give you a chai tea or some such thing, and they give you a muesli bar as well. And so you have your 15 minutes in the sauna, then you get into the shower and you wash off. So you wash off all the sweat, all the oils from your skin, out of your hair. You don't use any body lotions or any shampoo or anything like that. You just do a complete wash off. And then you get into the flotation tank, and that's for an hour. And then once the flotation treatment is finished, then you get out and you have a full-blown shower. So you have a shower, shampoo, condition your hair, body wash, the whole kit and caboodle, and that's your 1.5 hours. Now, keeping in mind that I've never done this before, didn't quite know what to expect, and I don't know what I thought was going to happen, but I wasn't expecting to be able to so easily float, because you float. You don't have to float yourself, you float. I mean, there are probably people out there who have had this treatment done and know all about it and probably think that I'm a complete idiot. But I didn't realise that. I thought that I had to float myself. So I get in there, get in the tank, stark naked, and I'm trying to sit, because I'm thinking it's like a spa. And so I'm trying to sit on the bottom. Well, you don't sit, you float. And so every time I tried to sit, I kept rolling over, and I kept ending up with my bum in the air. I'm so glad nobody else was in there. I was laughing myself stupid, just trying to get myself situated in this thing, so that it would be of some benefit. And oh my gosh. And then I realised, after about 5 minutes in there, I realised I had forgotten my earplugs, because they give you earplugs as well. So I had to get out of the tank again and get the earplugs, because I couldn't fully relax my head because I didn't have the earplugs in. So once I had the earplugs, I was fine. And so it was truly amazing. I was so relaxed. I was just so relaxed. And because the temperature of the water is as close to your body temperature as they can get it, I guess, after a certain amount of time, like a few minutes, you don't feel the water. So you just feel like you're suspended in nothing. And it was just so relaxing. And I know that at one point I fell asleep. I was only supposed to be in the tank for an hour, and I was in there for an hour and 15 minutes because they did tell me that a light would go off and music would play when it was close to time for me to get out, and I didn't see the light because I had my eyes closed, so I don't know if I missed it or it just didn't happen. And I don't remember hearing music, but that could be because I'm as deaf as a post. So I missed both of those, and I'm lying there and I'm thinking, oh, it must be any time now. And then I thought, well, I better check, and so I tried to sit up without rolling over again, and looked at the clock outside, like I opened the tank and looked at the clock, and it was 11:15. So, and my time was supposed to be up at 11 o'clock. So I had to still get out, and I had to have another full shower, wash my hair to get all the salt out of my hair and the salt off my body. But they were so okay with that. They said, no, it's no problem at all. They didn't have anybody booked in for straight after me anyway. And they've got to, prep the tank and everything for the next person. But it was amazing. It was a really nice experience, and I'm excited to do it again. So I'm happy that I have finally had my first treatment, and I do enjoy it, and I will be having it again. And my muscles just feel really good. I mean, the purpose of it is to help with my muscles, especially my leg muscles, because I've been getting a lot of leg cramps, not only up my calf muscles, but also in my hamstrings, which is affecting my back. So, so I'm sort of working with Tanya, who's my masseuse, and she is, between her massages and this magnesium treatment, we're working on trying to, and plus I take magnesium every day now, we're trying to sort of get those cramps under control. So we'll see what happens. All right, so we are 12 minutes in, and I've done nothing but talk. But you should be used to that by now, because that is how I am. Okay, so I have a pen, I have my sheet here, and we're going to, now something else I want to show you before I start doing this. I had somebody in the comments ask me whether or not I was going to do a video with the Scots Head Committee, like giving them the Scots Head money. I'm not, mainly because, for two reasons. I doubt that they would want to be filmed, especially knowing that it's going on to YouTube. So I don't, and I want to protect their privacy, but also because, oh gosh, what was the other reason? There were two reasons, and now I can't remember. I'm having a brain freeze. Because they wouldn't want to be filmed. There was another reason that I wasn't going to do it either. I wasn't going to film it. It'll come to me. But anyway, I did take the check. So I have a check here. So I did take this to church yesterday, because today's Monday. Yesterday was Sunday. With the intention of giving it to the committee yesterday. But I learnt that they are having a meeting after church next week. So I am going to hang on to this and take it next week and give it to them. Now, as you can see, the amount of this check is for $1,855. That is minus the $600 that I have already given to the registrar for Sophie and Dylan, because theirs is separate, because they have filled out a form, they've registered online, and I have given the money for their registration to the registrar already. And I gave that to her in cash, and I did that last week because I knew that they would be two separate amounts, because I didn't want their money to get mixed up in this other sponsorship money, because this is just to sponsor whoever the committee deems needs sponsorship. I don't know who that is. That's up to the committee, and I didn't want Sophie and Dylan's money to get mixed up in that. I wanted to make sure that that $600 was set aside for Sophie and Dylan. And so when I gave that to the registrar, I had it in an envelope with all the details on it so that she knew that that's what it was for. So that's why this amount is $600 less than what was actually saved for the year. But this is the balance, and I think it works out at about 1,840. Will sponsor another 6 kids, and then the remaining $15 can just go toward whatever food, whatever they need. So that is the purpose. So I will be giving that to the committee on Sunday after church, and so that's all ready to go. So I'll just set that aside. But I just wanted to show you that. I didn't want to do a video, because like I didn't want to put the committee into a position where they were being filmed and they might not be comfortable. I know that the lady who is the registrar, she's a friend of mine, and I know that she's not comfortable being filmed, especially knowing that it's going onto, I know the other reason, especially knowing that it's going onto YouTube. The other reason is because nobody other than my kids, other than my daughter and my son, my other 2 kids don't know even, but other than my daughter and my son, who lives close to me, they're the only 2 that know I have a YouTube channel. So that's the other reason, is because I haven't told anybody that I have a YouTube channel, and I don't want to make that public knowledge. I want this to be, just a safe place for me. Not that, it'd be anybody knowing would make it unsafe, but I want to keep the 2 things separate. So that's the other reason that I don't want to do a video about it. But the check is ready to go, and I will be giving that to, I will be giving that to the committee after church on Sunday. Right, all right, let's get on with this cash stuffing, will we? Holy cow. All right, we're going to start with low priority. No, we're going to start with high priority. Come on. Now, I don't know, I haven't worked out what I'm putting in where, but I've got this here, and this tells me what is in each account already. So it'll give me a bit of an idea as to what needs to get what. So water, what is water up to? Oh, this is high priority. We're doing high priority. Pay attention, woman. Okay, water has got 75. So maybe. No. Maybe I'll just put 5 in. I might just put 5 in that. And that will make that. So it's got 75 in the bank, and that will be 80. So we'll put 5 in, and that's 80. Now, Christmas has got 450. Now, some has got to come out of that. Let me have a look. 450. Now, I'm going to take 200 out of that because my son, who lives close to me, who comes out each fortnight, he has put in a request for something for Christmas, and this thing that he wants is something that is not, like, it's from an American company, and they don't ship, well, for this particular item, they don't ship to Australia. And they had a Black Friday half price sale. So the item that he wanted was half price. And so I asked on his behalf a close friend who I met here on YouTube. She's one of my subscribers, and she is amazing. She's a legend. She's an absolute legend, and my son has referred to her as his hero because she has ordered it for him, and she is going to send it to me to give him for Christmas. He knows it's coming because he had to give me the details of what exactly he wanted. So she has ordered it, and it will be sent to her, and then she will send it to me, and I'll pay the postage and all of that sort of stuff. So it's coming the long way, but it's coming. So I am so thrilled, and I am so thankful to this this friend for doing this for me and for my son. So I've got to take $200 out. It wasn't quite 200, but I'm going to take 200 out because I'll have extra Christmas food to buy as well. So taking that out, which will leave 250. So what we might do is put I don't have any change, so I'll put 40. I'll put 40 in, which seems null and void when I take 200 out, but you know how it works. So we're taking out 200. We're putting in 40, which is 290 balance. I don't need much more for Christmas, but it doesn't hurt to get a head start on next year. Now, birthdays has got 200. I might just put 20. So it's got 200, so I might put 20 in just for a kickstart for next year. Like I said before, the next birthday is my daughter's, and that's not until April. So 220. Right. Now, electricity. I don't want to go hunting for change, so we're just going to work with the 20s that we've got. Now, electricity currently has 235, so if we put 20 in, that's 255. So 20 into there, and that's 255. Scott's Head is paused for the time being. I am still doing the Big Book Challenge, and any of the completed challenges that go to Scott's Head, that money goes into here. But I think I've completed one. I think it's only like $15, but that's in the other binder at the moment until the end of the month. Now, rates has got 1,100. So let's give it another 40. So 40, so that's 1140. Emergency has got 800. So let's give it another 20. So that's 820. Oh, missed. Drew on myself. Tax is good. Hearing aids and computer printer, we might give 20 each. So that's 250, so 270 for hearing aids. That's 20, 270, and then that's 170. Put that in there. Right, that is the high priority done. And now we have low priority. And we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 120. So we don't have much left. But that's okay. That's okay. We might skip a few in here. We'll just do the most important ones. So my birthday we're not worrying about. I'm just having a look at my list to see. All right, I might do 20 for vet. So that's 550, that's 570. We'll do 20 for medical. That's 770. Now we might skip getting ahead because that's got 1515, which is really good. So we'll skip that one. We won't worry about miscellaneous. Now clothing, we'll put 20 in clothing, so that'll be 620. Now, holiday. We might skip holiday, I think. How much have we got left? Holiday, oh, we've got 4 left. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, we'll do holiday because we can just put 20 in each of these. So 20, 20, 20, and 20. So that is 220 in holiday. Household has got 200, 250, 265. So that's 285. I've got a kitty down here. What do you want? Oh, who's a darling? Who's a darling? When I got home from my float treatment, I did stop, after I stopped at the bank, I did stop at the supermarket and I picked up a chicken to bring home for lunch and also to freeze some of it. And of course, Miss Pippin had to have some, and she had a big bowl of it and she ate the lot. So she cannot possibly be hungry, despite what she tells me. Okay, grocery buffer has got 400 and we're adding 20. So that is 420. $420. And then cat buffer has 300 and that's 320. 320. And that's it. That has taken care of $305. And that's good. That's given most of those a bit of a boost, which is always good. A little bit extra is always good. So that's that. And that 200 there, that is what came out of Christmas. So I'll adjust this on my computer and we will go from there. All right. Now, if I hadn't had that big talk right at the beginning, this would have been a really short video. But it's actually turned out to be quite lengthy. All right. Well, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed this extra bonus video. Please like, subscribe, comment and share and hit the notification bell. And stay tuned for my next video. And in the meantime, take care. God bless and I love you. Bye-bye.